Hey everyone, this is Next Archer, and this is my video on the miniature, or the mini griptilian, and the full-size griptilian. What the differences are and what the similarities are. Well, mostly what the differences are. Okay, so you can see the size difference. This has a 2.9-inch blade, and this one has a, I think, 3.4-inch blade. Not really sure, but you can see the large difference there, the blade size, and then how big the handle difference is. Also on the handles, it has a little different texture. These are small little bubble type things, and this almost feels, when you put your hand on it like this, like rubber, but that is plastic. Inside this, it has full skeletonized liners on the mini griptilian. On the full size, it has the skeleton, or the liners right there, and none of that is liner. I think it goes back to about here. It goes right through there. Also, let's listen to opening and closing. Okay, as you could hear there, this has a much more plasticky sound when opening. This has a more smooth, almost like metal on metal, instead of metal on plastic. This has a much more plasticky feel. It feels like the knife is actually going to fall apart. On the miniature griptilian, it feels like a totally different knife, very secure, almost feels as strong as G10, where this feels nowhere as strong as G10. Also, it's not as smooth opening and closing. As you can see, it doesn't float, and this, not float, but it doesn't open up automatically like this one. And this one was just received back. Well, not just, but this is the same pivot tightness that I got back from Benchmade. So even if it was lightened up, the pivot area, it would not change the smoothness. Doesn't have any blade play. Small version doesn't have any blade play. So let's see the axis locks. Looks, I don't know if the larger knife has a bigger one. Nope, both same size axis locks. Same size lanyard hole. Uses the same pocket clip. The pivot area on this one is actually larger on the large griptilian. Jimping, let's see if there's a difference in that. Basically looks the same. This actually is longer and thinner, if you can see that. The thickness of the knife, right there, and the blade thickness, let's see. Looks about the same, the blade thickness does. This is the Tanto tip, so it kind of thins out right here. This is the model 353, yeah, 353, and this is the 356. So there you go, you get a comparison of the mini griptilian versus the full-size griptilian. I suggest, if you're going to get one of the griptilians, to get the miniature version. Get it in non-serrated also. If you're going to get something the size of a full-size griptilian, go with like the Spyderco Manix, or let's see what Spyderco knives I have that would be a good replacement. This is probably the first time I'm going, or the first and the last time, I suggest Spyderco over Benchmade though. So let's find some knives. Okay. If you're worrying about that size, go with something like the Spyderco, or that's the Delica. That's about the same size as the small, this small griptilian. So if you're wanting something bigger, go with the Endura. Although I don't love the Endura, it is about the size of the full-size griptilian. And it isn't actually that much blade material that you get, and just does not feel very much quality, unlike the small version. But yeah, so that's my showing the full size versus the small griptilian, and I'll see you guys later.